it's so hard to give up the pen because we're afraid of the unknown. And like going back, like we just have to have faith and trust in it. But it's hard because like our heart wants one thing, and our heart and our eyes really only see like the actual like physical of what's going on like in front of us in the world. We have to make the conscious decision, and we have to die to ourselves each and every day to actually see his hand and his plan. And after doing that, like you can't help but notice his hand in everything. Like, oh, like, really, I mean, there's so many examples of it. I can't just quite like put my finger on it.
Yeah, I'm at this place of just learning. Like even today was a big day of letting certain things go. Like that's my goal right now is just praying to God about helping me let some stuff go. And because I don't want to be tethered to anything that isn't his plan. I don't want to be, I don't want him to constantly have to tell me, let go of this, let go of that, you know, just trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized like today, I'm like, I've been a hypocrite, God. I told you 2 years ago, I wanted to start trusting you again. And that was when I was born again, coming home for my friend's week.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was pretty good at that for a year. But then after all the weird spiritual warfare I experienced, that's when I started like holding on to anything. I was like, this is what's going on here. This is what this means. Like I noticed certain synchronicities and God's fingerprints, weird things that were like, oh my gosh, that's God doing something cool. Now I'm supposed to guess what where this is going because I like to write the story. And then I'm like, things go well when you're not doing it. And praying the whole way.
Yeah. It's a tough spot to be at. But the difference between your story and what I've had to live through is you see community. You're not trying to do this by yourself. That you have brothers, godly counsel to rely on, and keep you on the right path. Because I believe in one of the groups that we're in, I always remember this because you brought up like, I'm glad like that you went through all the, like you've seen Satan's attacks. And you're like, now I kind of like know his playbook. And I believe it was Big Jim said, no, that's the dangerous spot because you think that you have everything figured out, but it's all sleight of hand. And that's what's important is being in the community. Like you may feel alone in one instance as far as like relationship and feeling like, oh, like Lord, like I believe I'm ready to like be able to pour into someone in this opportunity. But can I encourage you to just look at the situation that you're in and almost like check yourself like, okay, the Lord has blessed me with so much so far, with a career, with this podcast, with the interactions with people. It's like, so if the Lord said yes to you with everything today, like, what does that actually look like for you? Like, are you able to receive that blessing or are you going to be pursuing it like I did? Like, oh, I got all this stuff, but now am I going to prioritize the right things? Do I prioritize God's true blessing or do I just fit it in along the way? Because in doing that, that can be actually very dangerous and hurtful for both people. Because you might think that, okay, everything's going good, but you're not able to like receive and serve the person that the Lord has been trying to bless you. And the person that's like not receiving that, they might be like in their head, like, what am I doing wrong here? Like, why am I not a priority? So it's almost like you're going back through and it's like, okay, like, Lord, I'm going to lay everything on the table here. I have my earthly desires. I have like what I want, what I say my story is. But let me break it all down and say, okay, Lord, if you said yes to everything and you bless me with the person, what exactly does this look like for me?
Mm.
Am I going to continue to make you my number one, meaning, relationship with Christ and God? And then the blessing of a partner, and then the business? Or how's that going to work? Is it going to be, okay, well, in the beginning, I'm going to focus on this person, and, is it going to take away from here? It's almost like you have to like write it down and like kind of set your priorities on like what it's going to be, and then take a step back and be like, okay, like, and what I'm doing, is that still going to be God honoring for him, for that person, my business and my ministry? Like, what actually is it going to take away from something? Or is that person that I'm being blessed with, is that going to amplify my prayer life, my relationship with him? Because now I'm really drawing closer to God because I see his hand through this person. But also I see that she's showing me a different side of my business and my ministry. So it's a lot of self-reflection and like looking at that. And I'm not sure if that exactly helps for the moment, but you almost have to just let it just see how it plays out. Like, try on the situation. Like, if it was yes, if it's no, or if it's not now.
Honestly, I feel like, I think that does help, because it's kind of like right now, somebody kind of brought up, it's like, actually, it's a blessing, I think, where I'm in a place where I'm able to focus on my mission, the ministry, the feature film. The feature film, honestly, is kind of like it's like a on-ramp that could be a huge on-ramp if it is successful enough into the ministry. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the credits are probably going to be like a really cleverly done like scene that's actually doubling as a narrative style. It's a commercial, but it feels like it's part of the movie. Yeah. It's going to be a character talking about maybe me, my character. Yeah. like he's had enough of me. Yeah. Like, he's the filmmaker that he works with or something like that. And just like talking about, I had to deal with this guy. He started talking about Jesus, all this, and started making podcasts about filmmaking before we even finished the first film. Yeah. But it's like all these things are just things to honor God, and it's the things that I always wanted to do all my life. Like, all my life, I've wanted to be where I'm at right now. So why is it that I'm so distracted? Like, why am I allowing myself to freak out about like, oh, this has to be this? So, no, it doesn't. Like, just be present. Just exist. Be the flower on the mountain. Yeah. Like, that's your job, is to just be beautiful in the way that God designed you. Yeah. And I think like I just have to realize it is a blessing to be where I'm at right now. I am exactly where God wants me. Yeah. And I'm constantly trying to grab the pen out of anxiety that I'm not doing something right. I think what got me into, relationships in the past was, why have I, not gotten a relationship? It's my fault. I need to like do something about it. Where honestly, I think what got me into a relationship was actually, it wasn't overcoming like a fear of intimacy. It was overcoming a fear of intimacy, not with women, but with the Lord. Mm-hmm. It was after I came back to Christ, that's when I started, finding my way back to dating. Yeah. And it was like, it's just a small sliver of just follow him. Yeah. And that's where I'm at right now. But maybe what it is, and this, I don't mean to make this like a therapy session. I like having these discussions.
It's funny you bring this up, because he actually just gave me something right now. Because I know I've always brought up and tell you, like, hey, don't take the pen out of God's hand, where you run the risk of writing yourself out of his story and his plan. Yeah. But it also gave me that if you take the pen, you run the risk of writing God out of your story.
Ooh.
That you're so focused. And from what I'm seeing here, it's like you're such a great storyteller. So it's going against your nature. It's like it's a struggle to give the pen back because you see you have it playing out in your mind like this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end, and you're like, Lord, like I'm so ready for the end here. Like this is how I wanted to be, and He's like, no, like please give me the pen back. Like you have no idea what I have in store for you.
Man,
do you want that instant gratification like we all do? Like we've all lived for the world where we want that instant gratification. But had I followed that any other time, I would have missed out on all this. I would have missed out on my future wife, seeing friends come to Christ, making, new friends and brother. I don't think I've said I love you to so many men in my life. Because they're all brothers to me. I mean, it's completely opened up my world. And it's truly life-changing. Just going through all that. But like, we go through it. It's so hard to give up the pen because we're afraid of the unknown. And like going back, like we just have to have faith and trust in it. But it's hard because like our heart wants one thing, and our heart and our eyes really only see like the actual like physical of what's going on like in front of us in the world. We have to make the conscious decision, and we have to die to ourselves each and every day to actually see His hand and His plan. And after doing that, like you can't help but notice His hand in everything. Like, oh, like, I mean, there's so many examples of it. I can't just quite like put my finger on it.
Yeah, I'm at this place of just learning. Like even today was a big day of letting certain things go. Like that's my goal right now is just praying to God about helping me let some stuff go. And because I don't want to be tethered to anything that isn't His plan. I don't want Him to constantly have to tell me, let go of this, let go of that, just trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized like today, I'm like, I've been a hypocrite, God. God, I told you 2 years ago, I wanted to start trusting you again. That was when I was born again, coming home from my friend's wake.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was pretty good at that for a year. But then after all the weird spiritual warfare I experienced, that's when I started like holding on to anything. I was like, this is what's going on here. This is what this means. Like I noticed certain synchronicities and God's fingerprints, weird things that were like, oh my gosh, that's God doing something cool. Now I'm supposed to guess what where this is going because I like to write the story. And then I'm like, things go well when you're not doing that. And I realize I'm ashamed of this. I don't regret it, but I'm ashamed of it. Just trying to write the story. And for some reason, that analogy about God, you don't want to take the pen from God. That's been a big thing in my face for the last year or so. And I'm like, what? I thought that I understood what that meant. It's only today that I realized what I was doing that entire time. That no, you were clinging on to so many things. And I think when you were going through that experience of like, God, I'm at the end of my rope here. Do you think you were clinging on to anything at that moment?
No. Because I would have gave up everything that I was holding on to before, like possessions wise. I was ready to get rid of them.
You were untethered.
I was untethered. Like you put me in the right situation, the right frame of mind. Like I would have gave up my life too. Like the only thing that was truly tied to me, and I didn't know it, was Christ, because I didn't realize how hard He was actually pursuing me the entire time. So I was at the point that I was just ready to give up everything and just see how that went. And that would have been another worst decision of my life. Because I would have missed out on the fruit of everything, the fruit of family, the fruit of opportunity, getting to have conversations with people at work about different things, and just seeing like people's growth through that. Like I've told you in the past, like pursuing prison ministry, going to Bible college, not because I have to, it's because the Lord put it on my heart. I feel like I don't know I can't pinpoint what my calling is and what he's putting on my life, but I'm going to be obedient. And if he wants me to go to Bible college and sit in and do this, that, and the other, like I'm doing it. And I've seen the fruits of that. Because had we had this conversation, because this is like months in the making. Like we were supposed to be like first round of interviews, and it didn't work out.
It wasn't part of God's plan.
It wasn't his plan, because I wasn't so strong and firm in my faith and want to go and charge hell with a water pistol. Like I was telling you about today, like the Lord was feeding into me so much, but yet our adversary was too. He was bringing up everything from my past. And like I called you about it, and you're like, yeah, we're going to pray about it. Like, don't give into it. I texted friends of mine, fellow brothers, like, hey, like pray for me going into this. And man, I had a yelling fit with, like, as if Satan was sitting next to me in the truck. I was yelling at him the entire way home. I'm like, you want to take me off of my game. You want to change my mind. You want me to focus on these bad things. No, I'm going to turn it back on you. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to physically scream at you that you have no power over me. You have no place in my life. The place that you think you have, Christ already won. He already died for my sins. He's made me a new creation. You lost. Get behind me, Satan.